Hi, children of the Most High. I know it's been a while since I've been on. We have some breaking news coming out of Syria that I thought was pretty important for you guys to know. They have missiles going off. So let's take a listen and see what Paul Bagley has to say.
Serious? What is going on? Well, you knew when 10,000 Iranian-trained Syrian troops, you knew that when they were sitting on the Golan Heights, that was not going to be good. That's not a good thing. Well, apparently, somebody has fired a missile into Israel from the Golan Heights, and Israel is responding. Major response. We've got several documentations on this, so I'm going to try to get the different perspectives from different news agencies. But according to the BBC, a rocket came out of the Golan Heights and hit in Israel, and I mean coming from Syria into the Golan, and Israel has responded with massive attacks, wide-ranging. Let me just read to you what it says here. But breaking news, wide-ranging Israeli airstrikes in 3 waves over Damascus's region. Syrian sources are reporting that shortly before midnight tonight, that Israeli air attacks had been ongoing over areas in Damascus vicinity. Matter of fact, 3 waves of air and missile attacks had struck just south of several towns, Al-Kiswa and also Kwankwar, and then another area near the Golan border. Arab broadcasting stations are now claiming that the flames were rising over Damascus tonight and airport, at the Damascus airport, from targeted aircraft. And also they reported, were 2 pro-Iranian militants command posts and bases, various missile batteries, and even Hezbollah forces, which they would be in southern Lebanon. Now, it doesn't say that the Hezbollah forces were in southern Lebanon, that apparently there's Hezbollah forces over in Syria. So it's not just the Syrian forces we're talking about, but we're talking about the Iranian forces and Hezbollah forces. And it doesn't say any Russians were hit. And maybe this is why Trump canceled the meeting with Putin. Because he knew he may have already given the green light. But Israel's saying that the reason they're responding is because a missile come flying out of Syria and landed in the Golan. Now, according to the reports, however, Debka Files military sources estimate that even if they are partly correct, Israel's conducting one of its most wide-ranging assault on Iranians and Hezbollah targets ever in southwestern Syria since the major offensive of May the 10th on 52 Iranian and Syrian sites took place. The IDF has meanwhile reported that a missile was fired from Syria into Israel in the Golan. It exploded in the open ground. The spokesman denied any Israeli aircraft were hit by Syrian fire. But according to Hezbollah TV, all IDF bases on the Golan have been suddenly blacked out. Now, when the news first came earlier, Debka's posted the report. Syrian sources, including the official news agency SANA, reported tonight that Syria air defenses had repelled hostile targets in the region south of Damascus, and that the operation was still ongoing. Other sources, though, claimed that the Israeli Air Force had attacked pro-Iranian militia concentrations in the same region. Okay, some said there were Hezbollah units present there, and Debka File also says if those reports are confirmed, then this will be the 3rd Israeli attack by air or missile on targets in Syria since suspending the airstrikes following the shooting down of that Russian spy plane. Remember that on September 17th. Before that, they had took a number of Israeli airstrikes. Matter of fact, Israel said they'd even done 200 airstrikes prior to that Russian plane being shot down. Then, of course, Russia told Israel, don't you dare do it again. Don't even think about flying into Syria again, because Russia has set up those S-300 missile defense systems. But now I've talked to some of my friends and experts, past military. Word on the street is that Israel can get around an S-300 missile defense system. They know how to maneuver around them. They were trained by the Americans how to do it. They have superior aircraft that can do it. But they could also get shot down too. It's not like they can't. Well, we have reports that there's been an Israeli plane shot down. I got to share that with you right now. Syria is reporting at ynetnews.com that Syria says we have downed an Israeli plane and Israeli missiles. Hours after the Iranian plane fly directly to Beirut, Lebanon, Syrian television reports that its air defenses downed an Israeli war plane and 4 of Israelis' missiles. The IDF Syrian reports are false. So Israel says, no, you didn't. You didn't shoot any of our planes down. No Israeli plane was shot down. A missile was fired at an open area in the Golan Heights. And now Israel's responding. And they're responding with literally, they're raining hellfire down. Now, I've actually looked at some photos that were just sent in, and those photos definitely show there's a problem. Okay? Definitely show there was a problem. And we're just going to have to, and I didn't put it in the thumbnail. I was just trying to go live as quickly as I could, and I did not set a thumbnail. And I apologize for that. But this was a very powerful situation that's developed here, and I've decided to come on live early. So if you notice there was no thumbnail, or the same thumbnail, or whatever there was, I don't even remember what was there. I think it was that water. Okay, ignore it. The big news is the Holy Land is in a state of confusion. There's a Holy Land explosions going on everywhere, and Syria and in Israel, and we just don't know how comprehensive this thing is. So those of you watching our YouTube video right now, if you want...
Alrighty, Saints, I thought I would bring this to your attention. For more information, go to Paul Bagley's channel and listen to his broadcasts. Stay close to your family. Hug and kiss your wife and your loved ones. Stay close to Yeshua. The time is drawing near, Saints. If I don't talk to you again, I'll see you up top. Thanks for listening, and thanks for subscribing. Bye now.